Today we're working on the second turn of the Kuo Lien Ying staff curriculum. Last week we learned one of the turns that looks like this. The staff on this starting on the same side as leg forward, come in, and that was the double step. We also learned from here, come in to here, and then we learned the advanced version, which is off balance to this. So this is going to be the second turn. It comes right out of Kuo Lien Ying staff form, and with a combination of both these two forms, like you saw in the preview, you can do a bunch of combinations with these two turns, and we're working towards doing free form with the walking staff lines and the turns. So I'll do the second turn right as it comes out of the set. It's at the very beginning of the form. So when the form opens, attention, and this it's unusual because the staff doesn't really have a long introduction to the form. It starts right off. The opening, then the step, and then the step. So it's going to start from the same side as the back leg, whereas the last turn that we learned starts with the staff on the same side as the forward leg where you do the turn. So the turn from this side is going to be step and then step, wait for the staff, and then turn. Again, we'll take it from here. Step, get step on your toes, step, hop. So basically you're going to take a step, a hop, and then a turn. And from this side here, remember staff, same size as the back leg, not the front leg. From here, step, hop, slide. So going back the other way, it's going to be step, hop, and slide. Step, hop, slide. Remember to wait for the slide. As you're doing the first step out is when you do the slide. So you're going to be on the long end of the staff. So you're going to do both the step, the slide back, and the hop. And then from here, notice the position of the staff. It's not even beginning to turn yet until I slide into the back high stance. Okay. So again, from here, watch where the slide happens as a step and a hop, hop. And then from here, you come from this lower position into the high horse. Step, hop, high horse. Step, hop, high horse. Step, hop, high horse. Okay, so one of the more important things to note is on that last slide. So again, let's take it slow from here. You're going to do step and then hop. And then when you come back into this last position, take a big step. I see that my front foot sliding back. And there's a reason for that. The tendency for a lot of people beginning to do this move will be too much rotation. You want to keep it in a straight line from here, step, hop, step, hop. See how straight that was? It's not like a roundabout. So again, from here, as you do the step and the hop, notice how straight my posture is for the rotation of the power of the staff. Now, there's going to be a tendency to want to rotate with the staff like that. Remember in the video where we talked about the 3 levels of power, the rotation with the staff. But in this, you want to use that 3rd power. We're using counterforce to increase the velocity of the staff. So as you rotate the staff out, slide the staff out, you want to use that counterforce, and the counterforce is going to be to step back into the high horse, and notice that as I do that, my hip stays as cross rather than rotating out like that. Very important, because you're using that push to gain the power in the staff. So the push is shoulder and hip coming straight back against the direction of the staff for the power. Again, on this, pay particular attention to that position of my right hip as I come back. You see that it's straight across, not rotated out like that. It's a pretty simple move as long as you keep within those parameters. So I'm going to show you one more variation of this, and it's going to be actually from the opposite side. On that one that we learned last week, where you're here and you do the turn. The way to remember a lot of these moves is which side the staff is on your body, and that way that can kind of dictate how you move with a stick. Again, the staff is pretty much intuitive. You have to kind of get into the understanding of the flow with the staff, and the easiest way is kind of to observe yourself and see what side the staff is on to which way you move. From here, it's easy for me to come in and strike this way, but it'd be much harder to strike with the staff this way because the staff is already on this side of the body. Doesn't make much sense to do like that because I'm not gaining any power. So from here, I could strike here and strike like that. But from here, I can step this way like that, and that's why that turn here works. Okay, so this turn is kind of going straight back and forth. So from here, also notice that on the first 2 moves, the step and the hop, I stay pretty low until I come up into the final strike. Low, high, low, high. See how long I wait for the staff to the very end. So on the second variation, we're going to do on the opposite side. So let's start off on this side. So this time what you're going to do is basically the same thing, except you're going to take an extra step. Step, step, hop. Try it again. Step, step, hop. Again, the fact that the stick is on this side determines the rotation that I have to do. Again, I can't from here step, step, do this way very easily. So again, I'm going to teach you again from here. Okay. Okay, so step, step, hop. So all you're doing really is taking one extra step. Okay, going back to the first way again, just a reminder, you're going to start off from here. And so remember, just kind of keep in mind that as you're doing this, you're going to be going forward in this direction. So you need that space to be able to complete this move from here. It's going to take 3 steps. So from here and from here, so it's about 6 feet for this move. So in the preview, I'm going from here. I did last week's move. And then from here, I just did and then I just did a simple turn to finish. That would be a good combination for you to work on once you get this second turn down, so that you can start to learn some of the combinations. In learning the combinations, you should do it intuitively and spontaneously, but a good way to do it is to um, think out some combinations ahead of time, and then you can kind of work on those combinations and observe your position and stance, and then as you get more fluid with it, you'll be able to do the combinations more intuitively. That's kind of like a higher level, because again, when we talked last week about rote and conceptual, this is definitely getting to the realm of conceptual, where you have to kind of learn spontaneously what position you're in, so you can kind of advance your movement in free form. In rote, you could just kind of memorize the routine and practice that over and over till it becomes second nature, but then you're kind of fixed into that routine. So that's what I like about the staff, is that it kind of forces you to go into that other mode where you're kind of getting more intuitive and conceptual. So that'd be the lesson for today. Thank you very much.